Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Those of you who continue to support the channel, welcome back. I appreciate the support. Before we get into the product demonstration and review here, I do want to just go over the fact that I appreciate you guys commenting on the Rinseless wash and talk video that we went over that I covered different sponges. I kind of changed my mind midway through the video, actually at the start of the video, that I wanted to cover different sponges in that video because nobody's actually really done it. And I wanted to compare the new Villain sponge from Armor Detail Supply to the other ones that I have and kind of give you an overview on there. The main takeaway there is, look, yes, Armor came out with a great sponge, but if your sponge is working, continue to use it. And then when you need a new one, just go buy a new one. That's basically the main takeaway there. But if you want to see the different comparison to the different sponges, definitely check that out. I enjoyed making that video for you guys, and again, I appreciate you guys watching it, and the views have been really well received for it. So again, appreciate you guys for that. So this video is going to focus on the latest version of Optimum No Rinse Wash and Shine. So they are now up to version 6. You heard me right, version 6. And we're going to test it out and kind of just see how this is and see if they got this one right. I actually purchased it directly from Optimum. It went under the radar. I'm actually a member of the Optimum Facebook group. I saw it announced there. I was like, come, let me just go ahead and buy it. So I bought this, and then I bought the Hyperfoam as well. So I don't know if I'm going to look at this one on this video, but we'll see. I just brought it out here just in case. We'll mix it up, and we'll see if I want to do both, or if I want to just do this version here. I might just do both on camera here to kind of save time here. So let's go over Optimum No Rinse Wash and Shine. I'm going to put this down for a bit as I find their website and kind of just go over. I've been using Optimum No Rinse for a very long time here. I was looking at their website here, straight on opti-coat.com. It says version 6 is their slickest and glossiest ONR yet. I'm going to refer to it as ONR going this forward here. It tells you here that the ONR was invented by Optimum CEO and chemist Dr. David Gadusi in 2005, which is the time I started using Optimum No Rinse. I've been using Optimum No Rinse since 2005. So 20 years of rinseless washing, and I used every single version of Optimum No Rinse, and they've changed it and it's evolved, and we'll see if version 6 how it compares to the other versions here. I don't have any more different versions of ONR. It says ONR's format has been revised and improved 5 times over the last 20 years. Now on version 6, ONR is slicker and glossier than ever, providing an even better car washing experience and results. So that's the primary takeaway here. And again, it says key benefits of ONR version 6, slickest and glossiest version of ONR yet. And then the rest is kind of just the same dilutions, safe on various types of surfaces. And they go into this whole topic of lubrication, encapsulation of what it is, and then how is Optimum No Rinse Wash and Shine version 6 different from the version 5? And I'm just going to read this straight from the website. It says, with nearly 2 decades on the market and continual development and improvement, ONR is the world's best-selling, proven and trusted rinseless car wash. ONR version 6 moves the product to the next level. It is the slickest and glossiest version of ONR ever developed. Slickness when both washing and drying with version 6 is unmatched. The experience of washing and applying ONR version 6 and the feel under the drying towel is enhanced to unprecedented levels. That's the difference there. They've increased lubrication during the wash process and also the drying process. We're going to check that out. And that's primarily the main differences to the product here. And so again, retails, what's the retail price for this? Okay, 32 ounce is going to set you back $20. Again, very affordable. A gallon's going to set you back for $49. And very affordable. Optimum No Rinse is always a cost-effective product here. And so we're going to take a look at that. Let's just take a look at this, and then I'll make a separate video on the other foaming version. That way you guys don't get bogged down with this. So one thing I'll notice, I did notice with this one, is how blue it is. It is very blue. It's one of the most bluest versions of ONR I've actually seen. Again, I've used every single version of ONR. So again, pretty good stuff. I always enjoyed using ONR. I just think for me the best version was, from a drying experience, version 3. The best cleaning was version 5. Version 4 was kind of like a miss for me. step backwards, but we'll kind of just see how this does. We're going to just shake this up. I have a bucket mixed up here, and let me kind of get my sponge ready too. So I'm going to go give this a good shake. You can see there is a little bit of surfactant because it does get a little foamy in there. I have 3 gallons of water in my bucket. So 3 gallons, I'm going to put about 45 milliliters of product in here. Actually, I'm going to put 45 milliliters. And here's my measuring cup. So here's 40. I can probably see through this. So that's 45. Still has that typical Optimum scent for ONR. Smells really good. Put the cap on there so I don't spill it. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in the bucket here. Okay, and then we're going to make our pre-soak. Pre-soak, very simple. I'm just going to dunk my pump sprayer in the bucket, and I did rinse this out. I always rinse it out if I'm going to be testing out a new product, but then once I'm kind of using different products, I don't mix it. I only rinse it out if I'm making videos. Other than that, I'm not rinsing it out because I want to get you guys a good version of it. Get some of the extra water out of there. So it has that same bluish, almost like the same bluish color as Iconic. I'm not saying it's the same, but I'm just trying to fill this up here. That's good enough. So once you get your pre-soak ready, what you're going to do is you're going to pump up your pump sprayer. Okay, let me see if I ever adjusted the nozzle properly. Yeah, that's much better. Somebody had messed with the nozzle, and so I was trying to fix that during the filming video, but I finally fixed it. Okay, so I'm going to take a gray towel, microfiber towel, and what we're going to do is we're going to check the cleaning ability of it, of ONR. So the past versions of ONR have not cleaned the entire dirt off the surface of the towel. The difference between a towel and a sponge, for example, I'm going to be using the Iconic sponge. The difference between the sponge and the towel is this is going to release dirt better. That's just the way it's designed. Microfiber is designed to hold on to stuff, which is why it doesn't always release dirt on there. But we're testing the cleanability of the product once we take the towel in there. So I'm going to dunk that in there. I'm just soak that in there, and I'm going to dunk. Again, I'm going to be using the Iconic Rinseless Wash sponge. Kind of give you that big red sponge kind of feel. Maybe it's sacrilegious, combining 2 different brands. I'm just messing with you guys. Okay, so we're going to do that, and I'm gonna probably start from. Maybe I can grab a bunch of dirt from the hood here. We'll see. Maybe I'll go on the roof. I'll go on the roof. I'll do the whole roof. We'll get a bunch of dirt on the towel, and then we'll come back and see how it cleans on there. So let's go ahead and flip the camera over. And what I'm going to do, I have the step stool with me. And just bring you guys over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pre-soak this. Actually, I can pre-soak this without the stool. Usually when you're doing a rinseless wash, you want to start from the top down anyway. Just get this. But you can tell the difference between a polymer rinseless wash versus a surfactant, because the polymer tends to bead on the surface. See how it's beading on the surface? That's how you know it's a polymer-based rinseless wash. If it's a surfactant, it tends to kind of lay a little bit flat. So you just kind of get the... And so we know that ONR has some of the best, if not the best, encapsulation of all rinseless washes. Let me put you down real quick right here as I squeeze out some of the water out of this towel, because I don't need it super wet. I just need it damp. Okay. So let's go up to the top here. Get a little closer so I don't fall and Bite the big one on here. So you can see it's collecting dirt on the towel. It's kind of hard to see because I'm in the shade, but okay, so under the towel, at least under this microfiber, I don't even know what the GSM blend is of this one. I think it's 350. Okay. So it took off a lot of those little bee droppings. You can see my towel's a little yellow. So under the towel, it doesn't feel very slick. Keep that in mind if you're using there. So you can see that there's dirt on the towel, right on the edge right there. We're going to dunk this and see how well it releases dirt in this bucket here. So you can see how much dirt is in there. Let me grab the sponge out of here so it doesn't interfere with our test here. Okay, I'm going to put you there for a minute. So again, here's the towel. So here's the way it looks. You can see the dirt on there. See that right there? Just swoosh it in there. I'm not touching the grit guard. So one thing you're going to notice is with ONR, it doesn't always clean your towel. You can still see that there's dirt on there. Now if I take this to the bottom and rub it against the grit guard, it should come out clean. Let's see if I can grab it against the grit guard here. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. You can see my towel comes out a little cleaner. I'm kind of just wring this out. So it does come out a little cleaner once I kind of scrub it against the grit guard. Still, I didn't scrub this piece on there. Let's take a look and see if I can scrub it down there. So it does look a little cleaner. Again, that doesn't have the most, it doesn't have the cleaning power of a surfactant-based rinseless wash or a hybrid rinseless wash. So just kind of know that going in. Now let's go ahead and switch over to the sponge, and we'll go back on the roof. And we'll set that aside for now. And we'll see if it feels a little slicker under the sponge. Let me kind of just take this step stool. Okay. So again, rinse it. Just do it like this. I just go one way. Actually, I should be going the back. Just push the dirt that way. It doesn't feel as slick as some of these other rinseless washes that are out on the market. I'm going to flip this over one more time to pick up any dirty solution that's on the surface. I'm just going to just keep pushing that back. I think I can get this from here. I don't need to be. Okay. Yeah, so it's not super dirty. Probably just a little bit of pollen and whatnot in the air. Again, the sponge is not super dirty. Again, the sponge is going to clean out real good. One good squeeze in there, you can see it comes out clean. So far, it doesn't feel like they've done much to it. And where's my towel here? Here, I have a gauntlet. We'll grab a gauntlet here. This gauntlet will do just fine. Okay, the dry off is nice. Nice drying off experience. Feels pretty slick, not as slick as pans, but it does feel pretty slick on the surface. So that's pretty nice. Enjoyable drying off experience. Okay, that's not bad. I'm kind of just move that Here, we'll go back up here. Okay. So again, real nice drying off experience. Much more enjoyable than the last version. And you can see the dirt line over here versus the clean side. Just dry it off the glass. Okay, this kind of flashes off real good. You can see it right here. Okay, this flashes off. Just flip the towel over to the dry side. Okay, so the drying off experience is much better. Than the last version. Let's go ahead and wash this door here. Let's get rid of the step stool. So again, you can see how it just beads on the surface, like so. That's a polymer-based rinseless wash. This is full polymer, and that's what polymer rinseless wash is going to do. Here, we'll do this whole side here just for get you guys on camera. So again, very, very polymer heavy. Get the step stool out of the way before I kill myself. Okay, so we're going to take a sponge. And we're going to just kind of go over. Okay, now that feels better. Okay. Now maybe my sponge wasn't soaked enough. But that feels real good. Yeah, so it does feel a little better. Let's go around. Maybe my sponge wasn't soaked enough in ONR, because it feels a lot better this time going forward. So yeah, actually that's not bad. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it does feel a lot slicker. I think maybe my sponge was not properly primed or something, because it's going over real slick. I shouldn't say real slick, it's going over nice, where you feel the lubricity of this going over the surface, so that's not bad. Okay. Okay, so that does feel better. I was kind of getting a little disappointed in there, but so yeah, I think you guys are gonna like this version. I can already tell. Actually, once as I'm using it more and more, I'm actually liking this version. It's giving me pan type vibes. So this is actually real good. Okay. A wipe off drying off experience is real nice. Okay. I like it. Again, the more I'm using this, the more I'm enjoying it. And who would have thought that I would have said that, you know, decades later? Because, again, I was getting to the point where ONR was like, not, like people were saying it was a king, and I was like, no, it's not. There's better products. And I think they've knocked it out here with this version here. You know what? I think I'll wash one more panel with you guys on camera. We'll do the hood. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, that drying off experience is very. So for those of you who've used pan rinseless wash, yeah, it's very similar to that. That feels good. Yeah, it feels good. Get this chair out of the way, and then we'll pre-soak this front end here. So we'll do this half because I'm going to probably make another video with the foaming version. So we'll do this. You can see it just beads. Again, this is a polymer, as it just beads on the surface. And actually, that's pretty cool. So you can see it's starting to encapsulate this little bead dropping. There's some other pieces. You can see it just encapsulate there. Here on some of the spots I missed. Which is pretty cool. I mean, that's it. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, encapsulating dirt. And what it's doing, it encapsulates the dirt and it brings up to the surface, so that when you wipe it down, it makes it easier for you to lift the dirt off the surface so you don't scratch the surface. Let me grab the towel again. I want to check the towel one more time. I think this is a 350 GSM towel. And I didn't wring it out completely this time. So let's check this out. If I can get this right. Bear with me as I'm trying to get my towel properly in my hand. So we're going to go ahead and take this. Let me put you guys down here for a minute as I try to fold my towel properly. Okay, so this is the towel. I have it in my hand. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah, so if you put a little bit more ONR on the towel, it feels a lot better. Still has better slickness under a sponge than with a microfiber towel. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and take this and roll it. That's pretty good. Look how much water is removed off the surface. Okay, good. I'm just going to flip over to a clean side. So as you clean your towel, you're going to rotate to different sides. As your towel gets dirty. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that sheeting effect of it. You see that? And so what that does for me is it leaves a lot less water on the surface. So my towel doesn't get as damp. I just flipped over to a clean side one more time. All right. So just pop that there. So I like that. So now you see that I don't have that much water on the surface or rinseless wash solution. So the drying off experience is real good. Okay, so I'm gonna got overspray on this here. Okay. And then we're gonna do final thoughts as soon as I dry off this area, because I'm actually enjoying this version of ONR. Okay. Let me just go over to a dry side that's not damp and just kind of go over this just to finish wiping this off. That's real good. Okay, so let's just go ahead and talk final thoughts, because I think I know where I'm going with this. And I'm gonna just get all my stuff out of the way, as I've used ONR here with version 6. Okay. So what are my thoughts with version 6? I gotta say, this is the, I think this version here is bringing it back to where it should be. So I think they did a great job with version 6. The lubrication is definitely there. You can feel it definitely under the sponge. On a microfiber towel, it's not as, you don't feel it as much as other rinseless washes. Again, not a bad thing. I'm just letting you guys know that that kind of depends on the GSM rating of your towel. I think these are 350 GSM or 450. I can't remember off the top of my head what type of GSM these towels are. The more plush towels are going to feel a little bit more grabby anyway when you're doing a rinseless wash. But under a sponge, it feels real good. And then the dry off experience feels real nice. So it's definitely leaving, even with this dry towel right here that I have, the surface feels slick. So I guess I did top it last week with C6 Mist. But I think I'm feeling actually, and I did a full decon, so I'm feeling the slickness of the actual coating because mist doesn't last very long. So that feels real nice under this dry towel. So if you have a coating on your car that's relatively slick, it's just going to enhance it just for a bit. So again, this is leaving some sort of polymer behind. People are going to freak out. Oh my God, it's going to change the performance of my coating. It's not meant to be durable protection because this is just the regular one. If it was the one like what was the one in the professional line, that one has ceramic in there. That one will leave protection on there. This one does not. And again, it's going to leave something on there just to gloss enhancers and some polymer on there. So yes, it's going to leave something on the surface, not meant to be durable. I'm okay with that because the next wash, when I come back, if I'm using ONR, it'll remove itself and then it'll just replenish itself. If I'm using, let's pick another one, DIY detail like that, it'll remove whatever is on there. But yeah, it feels real good with underneath the towel. So Optimum came out with the home run on this one. Actually, I'm enjoying this version of Optimum No Rinse. It's taking me back to when I first used Optimum No Rinse in 2005, and then I used version 2, and then I used version 3, and I thought version 3 was one of the best versions that they ever made. When I bought version 4, I was like, I don't like it. Version 5 was a step up in terms of cleaning, but the lubricity just wasn't there for version 5, and with version 6 it's definitely there. I think my sponges needed to be soaking in there a little bit longer. I haven't used my Iconic Rinseless wash sponge that often, but I think if you have like the Ultra Safe sponge, it's going to feel real good with the Ultra Safe sponge, and probably the ADS sponge. I should have tried it, but I didn't get it. I didn't want to chance it because I wanted to test this out with the foaming version to see if it does anything to it. But yeah, so let's see. Let's just kind of let it. Lubricity under the sponge, check. Lubricity under the dry towel, check. Lubricity under the microfiber towel, still okay. It just depends on the GSM towel that you're going to be using. So it's still good underneath the towel. You're not going to scratch anything. Check that box off like that. Again, it still smells great. 256 to 1 dilution, checks that box, and pretty decent cleaning power. Considering it's a polymer-based rinseless wash, cleaned the surface pretty well. So I'm going to have to give a check on the cleaning power. So I'm definitely going to rate this version of Optimum No Rinse ONR version 6 pretty high up there. I think the ONR is back. I was actually looking forward to them bringing this product back to prominence, and I think they did with this version. I think people are going to enjoy this version. They're going to like it. Again, not the biggest cleaning power in terms of a rinseless wash. You definitely got other brands that definitely clean better, but those are more of the hybrid style rinseless washes. Like a DIY Detail will clean better than this. Nemesis will clean better than this. Pans will clean a little bit better than this. Pans actually feels a little slicker on the drying aspect. This is pretty darn close. Again, I really enjoyed this version of Optimum No Rinse version 6. I think I'm going to recommend this for you to go buy it and try it and let me know what you guys think. I think the Optimum is back with this version. I think they did a great job. So is the King back? I'm not going to go out and say that the King is back, but I think I'm going to clickbait you guys and say, is the King back? I think for longtime ONR users, you're gonna love it. For those of you who are rinseless wash fanatics like myself, you're going to enjoy it and you're going to try it. You're going to compare it. You're going to say, okay, Optimum did their thing. It's a lot better than the last version, the last couple of versions. So yeah, overall very happy with the new updates to ONR version 6. They did a great job. I think if you want to give it a shot, you can buy an 8-ounce bottle directly from Optimum. I don't know if the rag company's going to sell an 8-ounce bottle, but an 8-ounce bottle is a great size if you just want to test it out and then see if you like it. I was going to buy an 8-ounce version, but it was just the cost of shipping was more expensive than the 8-ounce bottle. So if I didn't buy, I had to buy multiple things. I was like, you know what, let me just buy the 32-ounce bottle. Actually, I'm kind of glad I did, because I think this is going to stay on my shelf and I'm just going to continue using this. I think they did a great job here on there. So again, that's all I have for you guys on ONR version 6. I think they did a great job. I'm going to let you guys determine if the king is back, but I think Optimum is back with ONR version 6. They did a great job. So again, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are going to be interested in trying out version 6. And if you are, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Take care, everyone. And leave your comments down below.